he's at the top of his game. He's healthy, mind, body, and got presence of mind. However, is the difference between Duke Johnson and Barry Sanders. We talked about Barry Sanders being at the top of his game, and the top of his game being the best running back in the league, arguably the best pro football player in the league at the time. You follow what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, but here's why. But here's okay. I mean, okay, that's a strong case, and I'm like in the courtroom, baby. That's what we do here. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna argue the affirmative, I might in this case argue the negative. And that really what you're talking about is we're not saying that Duke Johnson is the same as Barry in stature because he didn't play nearly as long. But what we are saying is that a guy left earlier than expected, maybe, or
Sure.
earlier than and still had time left to maybe still do it. You see what I'm saying? Strictly
Yeah.
from that perspective only. I'm not going past that point. Just except for the fact that both guys left. I mean, I'm not saying I was surprised to see Duke Johnson retire, but I was not. It wasn't like, oh, okay, whole hum par for the course. I was like, whoa. I like, okay, well, you know what I mean? Maybe he could have had another good 2 or 3 years out of whatever it is, but the guy, in other words, a guy being gone or showing himself the door, with time still left on the clock, if you would. You know what I mean? That's the only comparison I make here. That's why I say similar. But yeah,
Gotcha.
at the end of the day, man, Mike still, in my opinion, was still Mike, but D-Runk weighing in again. Luke Kuechly was one that blew my mind when he retired because I believe he had at least 5 years left, easily top 3 middle linebacker all time. Yeah, I didn't even think about Luke. Yeah, I didn't even think about Luke. Yeah, that's a good one, D-Runk. Yeah, no, I'm with you though, Gully. In terms of Mike not being as if I'm remembering here what you said correctly about like Mike not being himself towards the latter portions and parts of it. But to tell you the truth, man, that number system that Cuss came up with, Cuss tailored game plans to the fighters because Mike was the only fighter I believe he came up with that system with, right?
Right.
The number system.
Yeah, I
Mike
think
was
he
the only.
started. I think it
Yeah,
started with him. Yes.
yeah, okay, got you. But if you look at Mike and you talking about downfalls or where the wheels start to fall off or go off the rails or whatnot,